Monroe County, as we're only about 6 minutes away from our second game tonight. Trojans and the Falcons, as the Trojans come in at 13-4, 2-1 in district play, and the Falcons 5-12 overall, 0-3 in district play. And of course, tonight we'll see how Allen County and Glasgow did, and you got a final score there?
They've still got 1 minute to play. Allen County 73, Glasgow 68.
Oh, well, so Allen County Scottsville is pulled ahead of Glasgow and may shake the district up a little bit more.
The way it looks like is Allen County's going to pull it out from what I've been hearing.
All right. Of course, the girls will be playing a little bit later on, and we'll try to get updated scores from that particular game as well for you tonight before we leave. Well, the Monroe County Falcons under Justin Stinson lost to Bowling Green on Tuesday, 85-63. After winning at Cumberland County a week ago tonight, 55-50. Falcons are averaging 56.6 points a ball game, and their opponents at 65.7. Barren County 13-4 overall, 2-1 in the district, averaging 64 points a game. Opponents 53.2. Trojans lost at Franklin Simpson a week ago tonight, 58-47. Have been off a week. The Trojans only could score 3 points in one quarter to Franklin Simpson 16, which was the difference in the ball game. But hopefully they'll come back tonight, shoot the lights out.
They did have a very dismal quarter there that kind of did them in. So we definitely can't have a night shooting the ball like the girls did, that's for sure, to be able to come in here and win. We're going to have to play very hard against a scrappy ball club. You kind of throw out their record. They're going to come in here and scrap at you, get after you no matter what. So we're going to have to be on our A game. Don't take anything for granted coming in here. You've got a team that hadn't won a district game yet. They haven't won 10 games, 5-12. So you can't take anything for granted. Come in here and play your best basketball game. You get up, then you might be able to rest some guys going into next week. We got 2 big games against Warren Central and Allen County, even tomorrow night. Don't overlook for tomorrow night against Muhlenberg South. So keep some fresh legs for tomorrow night, even going into next week.
Right. Trojans beat the Falcons back on December 7th, 72-50. Lee Hubbard had 24 points in that ball game. Cody Wooten 11, and Blake Crabtree had 10. Man Riley had 8, Zach Gibson 8, and Ben Hubbard had 7. Pretty balanced scoring after Hubbard's 24 in that game. Trojans led 22-8 at the end of the first quarter, 37-21 at halftime. It's 57-39 after 3, and they won by 22. DJ Whitlow had 18 for the Falcons in that earlier contest. But when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups after this 2-minute break on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here in Tompkinsville, Monroe County only 5 wins this year. One was to Clinton County by 4, 63-59. Hart County 53-50. They beat Silver Grove 77-64 in the Lloyd Memorial Invitational Tournament and beat North Bullets 73-68. Only win in January has come against Cumberland County on the road, and that was last week, 55-50, the final there. Keys to victory tonight brought to you by U.S. Bank in Glasgow, home of free internet bill pay. What do the Trojans need to do tonight, Robert, to win this ball game here on the road?
Well, very similar to the girls. I think we need to come out early and get on top and stay on top, just like I said for the girls, which we didn't do. So let's see if the boys can come out and do that. Defend well, get your points where they come from. Don't worry about anybody getting their points, getting what you need. Play a team game. Don't take anything for granted. I think we'll be okay tonight.
Look at the starting lineups first for the Monroe County Falcons at 5-12, 0-3 in district play under head coach Justin Stinson, assisted by Arlen Mink and Tim Eaton. They will start DJ Whitlow at 1 guard, 6'1 senior. Justin Harlan, a 6'2 junior. Matt Sheffield, a 5'10 junior. Neil Wilson, a 6'1 sophomore. And Tanner Kendall, a 6-foot freshman. Young lineup in there for Monroe County, only 1 senior. For the Barren County Trojans under head coach Steve Riley, 13-4, 2-1 in district play. Assisted by Warren Cunningham and Matt Gardner. Blake Crabtree, 1 guard, 5'11", 165, a senior, averaging 8.2 points a game. Cody Wooten, 6 foot, 165, a senior, averaging 5.4. Matt Riley at 5'10", 145, a senior, averaging 10.4 a game. Lee Hubbard, 6'1", 180, a senior, averaging 25.8 points, 4th in the state in scoring, 10.1 rebounds, which is 6th in the state in rebounding. And so that's some big stats right there for Lee Hubbard.
Averaging a double-double. You don't see that very much in high school basketball when somebody averages a double-double. And 2 big-time stat lines when you're in the top 10 in scoring and rebounding in the state of Kentucky.
Trevor Atwell will be the other starter tonight in place of Mason Myatt, who sprained his ankle yesterday. Atwell 6'1", 150, a junior, averaging 2.7 a contest. Trojans in gold uniforms, trimmed in burgundy numbers and letters, and the Falcons down to the right, home white uniforms trimmed in silver and navy blue. And the officials for tonight's game, David Logston, Adam Ryder, Tyler Sykes. The officials tonight for this boys game. Of course, Barren County has tied Metcalf County as far as the number of wins overall, 13. Metcalf's 13-3. Barron's 13-4. Warren East is 12-3. Franklin Simpson, Bowling Green, and Glasgow. Well, Glasgow was 12-5 until tonight. They dropped to 12-6 with that loss to the Patriots. So, but several teams in there. Russellville's 10-6, Greenwood 10-7, Allen County, Scottsville 10-8 now after they went over the Scotties tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams will come out tonight.
And here's another example of parity in the region. This Monroe County team beats a Cumberland County team that took Metcalf County, which is probably one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the region, right down to the wire. So it's amazing how it's going.
Wide open. I've never seen it this wide open in all the years I've broadcasted ball games. Trojans had the tap, but then Adwar goes off his leg and out of bounds, they say. So the Falcons will have it as Harlan handles the point. He's double teamed. Trapp loses a handle on it. Loose ball, scramble for Harlan. Will be called for over and back as he kind of straddled the line, go over the loose ball. And so the Trojans will have it 11 seconds into the ball game.
Pretty young lineup for Monroe County. They have one senior, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. So very young.
Lee Hubbard with it on the right wing. Give and go down to Cody Wooten. Kicks it out to Riley. Penetrates. Floater comes off. Lee Hubbard with an offensive rebound going back up, and he's fouled. And I believe this one's on Whitlow.
Nice aggressive job by Lee, as usual, on the boards. Going up strong and then falling back up, unable to convert, but a chance to get the 2 at the line.
Kendall picks up the personal, his first. Falcons' first team foul. Lee Hubbard for 2. First one good. So Barren County on the scoreboard first. 7:33 to go. First quarter, Lee Hubbard aims, fires, and hits. Falcons will bring it up. Justin Harlan against Matt Riley. Dribble it across the midcourt stripe, angles off left. Oh, bad pass, fired it over the head of Kendall and out of bounds. So Trojans will get it right back.
2 turnovers on 2 possessions by Monroe County. Credit Barren County's early defense.
Cody Wooten with a basketball for the Trojans. Off to Lee Hubbard, right wing. Out top is Crabtree. Fakes, drives to the right elbow. Backs away now. And goes down low to Lee Hubbard. Posted up against Whitlow. Trying to make a strong move to the bucket. It drops in for him. Lee with all 4.
Got it to ball. He found himself a little bit under the basket. Adjusted well and got the roll.
4-0 Barren County. Falcons with a basketball. Kendall working. Hands it off now to Wilson. Now here's a shot off balance. Good by Harlan.
Little shot by Harlan. Floating to his left and was able to hit it.
Cody Wooten driving on a runner off the glass. No good. Too strong. And a long pass down, broken up by Lee Hubbard. Lee trying to split the defenders, and they're going to give it back to Monroe County.
I think the Monroe County player deflected it off Lee's knee out of bounds.
Harlan with it will work against Riley. And that pass hits David Logston's feet. And so Barren County will get it. Justin Stinson thought it might have been tipped. So Trojans have it. Cody Wooten out front. Left side to Riley. Riley working, backs away, over to Hubbard. Now Hubbard looking inside. Off to Riley, baseline. Here's his shot, good. And Riley makes it a 6-2 Barren County lead. Harlan with the basketball for the Falcons. Riley reaching in there, putting pressure on him. Gives it out now to Kendall. Kendall Penetrating shot, no good in there. Rebound put back up and in by Wilson. 6-4. Wooten out front, off to Lee Hubbard. Hubbard between the two circles, fires it off to Riley. Riley, Wooten left wing, down low, posted up Hubbard, hooks it back over his shoulder to Crabtree, fakes and puts it in.
Good cut by Blake, good find by the hub.
8-4, Barren County. Kendall with a basketball. On the left side of the floor, spins against Adwell. Still on the dribble, double team. Ball kind of got knocked in the corner, up to baseline. Here's a shot put up and in by Kendall.
Monroe County's just kind of sneaking by us right now and finding the openings and getting easy layups.
8-6, Barren County. As Wooten's got it, working out front, bounce pass to Riley. And a reach-in foul will be charged to Sheffield. And that's his first, Monroe County's second team foul. So the Trojans will have it out of the side. Played almost 3 minutes here in the quarter. It's 8-6. Lee Hubbard hands it right back to Cody Wooten, driving hard. Off in the corner. Riley with a three. No good. In and out. Rebound. Trevor Adwell. Adwell off balance. Fall away. Good. Tough shot with Trevor Adwell. 10-6, Barren County. Harlan working against Riley. Down the right side. Drives. Leaves it in the corner with Wilson. Out top is Whitlow. Whitlow left side to Sheffield. Sheffield dishes it off now. Wilson trying to go up with a shot and a foul. Or that's Kendall that was driving. A foul on Barren County. This will be charged to Trevor Adwell. That's his first foul of the ball game against the Trojans. And two shots coming for Tanner Kendall, a 6-foot freshman. The free throw no good. I didn't get any stats on Monroe County before the game tonight. So not sure how good a free throw shooting team they are. Second one is good by Kendall. 10-7, Trojans, 4:28 to play, first quarter. Wooten gives it up to Hubbard, and now Riley spins it out top to Crabtree. Bounce pass inside. Here's Hubbard, spins around Whitlow, and traveling on Hubbard, they say.
I didn't really see that one, Jay. We kind of blocked out by the student section, but Adam Ryder with the call underneath there.
Harlan with the basketball, working to the left, fires it off to Kendall. Now Kendall dumps it to Whitlow. Underneath this Wilson shot, blocked in there by Wooten, but batted back in the lane. Shot by Sheffield is no good, batted up in the air. Whitlow comes up with it, and a whistle, and a blocking foul. The shot will count. Blocking foul on Cody Wooten. And Whitlow picks up his first 2 points of the ball game, and he could tie it here if he hits the free throw.
Last couple of possessions down the floor, the Trojans are not being patient, not getting good shots as Lee comes down with a missed free throw on the rebound.
Trojans with Cody Wooten off to Lee Hubbard, top of the circle. Off to Riley, left wing. Riley back to Hubbard. He'll fire up a three-pointer. Good.
Rattles home for Lee.
7 points for Lee Hubbard. It's 12-9, Barren County. Harlan reverses, goes right. Leaves it in the corner with Whitlow. Whitlow can't penetrate. Now Sheffield at the free throw line. Traveling call. Ben Hubbard, Zach Gibson in the lineup for Coach Steve Riley. Gibson, 5'11", 160, a junior, averaging 6. Ben Hubbard, 5'10", 180, a sophomore, averaging almost 3 points a game.
With Mason being out tonight, that gives us one less body to throw at the Falcons.
Yeah. Riley off to Crabtree, deep on the left wing. Fires it down low to Hubbard, turns into Whitlow, had it knocked loose but got it back. Now Lee driving it down the middle of the lane, puts it up and in.
Good little one-on-one isolation by Lee, found an opening and converted.
14-9 Trojans. Harlan behind the back dribble. Hands it off to Kendall in the corner to Whitlow. Whitlow looking down in underneath. There's a shot put up and in by Wilson off the glass.
We're finding ourselves trailing off screens, and Coach Riley's not very happy by that fact. Trailing off screens allows them to get one step in front of us. When you get your defender on your hip, then you're able to convert with easy layups, which Monroe County's been able to do and stay in the basketball game, only down 3 here with about 3 minutes left in the first.
14-11 Trojans. Led earlier game 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. Here's Riley. Can't penetrate against Wilson. Off to Hubbard. Hubbard drives against Whitlow. Sandwich between two players. Slices between them and puts them in. 16-11. 11 now for Lee Hubbard. 2:35 to play, first quarter. Harlan feeds it off to a new player in the ball game, which is 42, Albin Roca. Roca's got it, feeds it off in the corner to Whitlow. Whitlow dumps it back down low as Wilson goes for the loose ball. It was batted away. And Falcons keep it alive. Here is Whitlow with a spinning move. No good. Lee Hubbard with a rebound. Long floating pass. Gibson trying to go for it. Taps it back to Crabtree. Crabtree goes up and puts it in off the window.
Good hustle play by Jacob to keep the basketball alive. A good job by Blake trailing the play and able to convert on the layup.
18-11 Trojans. Harlan penetrating. Whistle. Foul on Riley. His first, team's third.
Foul number 5, Riley.
Falcons will have the basketball on the left baseline as Coach Justin Stinson bringing in Josh Geralds, a 6'5 senior. Falcons ball comes out to Geralds. He walked. And so Barren County will have it with 1:56 to go. Trojans playing with Gibson, Ben Hubbard, Crabtree, Lee Hubbard, and Wooten. Wooten handling the basketball, angles off left against Roca. Coming out to Crabtree, right of the lane. Jumper, got it.
Blake's had a very nice stretch of games and looks to continue that tonight here with a couple early baskets.
Got 3 here, and it's 20-11 Barren County. 1:32 left to go. First quarter. Roca's got it, left side, fakes one way, drives the other, hits the side of the backboard, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojans ball with 1:25, and now coming in for Monroe County is Keaton Rich, a 5'8 freshman, wearing number 12. Trojans ball. Wooten bringing it up. Bounces off, left elbow, Ben Hubbard, Zach Gibson, 3, bang!
Nice to see him to get off to a good start tonight. He usually gets off to a good start. He has a good game.
23-11. Roca's got it. Down to the baseline is Harlan penetrating. Throws it up with the left hand. It won't fall. And the rebound taken off by Cody Wooten. Cody wants to run with it, taking it down the left side of the lane. Now curls it back out on the wing. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Wooten off to Crabtree. Penetrates. Gets in a lot of traffic. Whistle, and they're going to call traveling on Blake. Matt Sheffield will return to the Monroe County lineup. And now Barren County's Tyler Stewart will check in. 6'4", 190, a senior. He'll come in and give Lee a break with 45 seconds to play here in the first. A 23-11 Barren County lead. And Monroe County having trouble getting the ball in bounds. They finally do to Rich. Rich across the line. Rich fires it right side. 35 seconds to play. They go down in the corner to Whitlow. Whitlow covered up by Ben Hubbard. Ball knocked away by Gibson. Crabtree trying to go with the loose ball. He's got it. Crabtree in a lot of traffic. Can't get the shot to drop. Gets his own rebound. Trying to go back up strong with it. And it still won't drop. We got a whistle and a foul on Barren County.
A lot of contact underneath. Blake's fighting hard for the opportunity to put in 2 points, but he was unable to do that.
And Stewart picks up the foul, his first, team's 4th. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Monroe County trailing 23-11. Rich with it for the Falcons. Looks for help. He's covered up by Crabtree. Sends it off now to Roca. Roca drives, fires up, and banked it in. That was a tough shot. 23-13 after 1 period of play. Barren County leads Monroe County after 1, and we'll be back in 1 minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here at Monroe County as the Trojans lead 23-13 as we start the second. Falcons moving to the left side of your radio dial. Here's Rich working against Riley. Right side it goes to Whitlow, gets a screen, now dumps it off to Geralds. Geralds going to have an offensive foul as Gibson started tumbling back. And Geralds will pick up his first, team's third of the ball game. So the Trojans will have it to bring the length to the floor.
A little better job defensively there coming out to start the second quarter, finding our man, rotating properly, and able to cause a charging foul.
Wooten, high post, Penn Hubbard, Riley off the screen, three, no good. Rebound taken down by Albin Roca for Monroe County. Bounces it off to Whitlow. Jumper, leaner, no good. Batted up in the air, going for the loose ball, Cody Wooten. Gets rid of it to Lee Hubbard, back to Cody. And Wooten to bring it across midcourt. Back to Lee Hubbard, top of the key. He'll fire it up, and it pops out on him. Rebound, Zach Gibson. Gibson had it locked loose and kind of bobbled it there. Monroe County wanted to walk. Ben Hubbard has it on the right side. Ben out to Riley, left side. Gibson open three. It's no good. Rebound in there by Sheffield for Monroe County. Sheffield taking it down the left side. Now works against Wooten. Shoots it over Wooten. Way short, out of bounds. Forced that one up there. And so the Trojans will have it with 6:56 to play here in the first half at a 10-point lead. Wilson will return to the lineup for Monroe County, replacing Gerald's. Cody Wooten with it for the Trojans. Wooten, bounce pass, high post, Lee Hubbard. Lee backing into Whitlow. In the corner comes to Wooten. He dumps it to Gibson. He'll fire up a three. He hit it.
Good ball movement by the Trojans. Find the open Gibson on the wing for the three.
Second tray for Zach Gibson, 26-13. Trojans got it doubled up on the Falcons here early in the second period. Ball knocked away and stolen by Lee Hubbard. Lee taking it down. He'll go to the basket, banks it in. What a drive.
That's a amazing play by Lee, but it's almost a normal play for Lee.
13 for Lee Hubbard. 28-13, Trojans. Rich with the basketball, gives to Sheffield. Down in the corner goes to Wilson. Lob knocked away by Gibson, out of bounds. I'm going to say his last touch by Whitlow. So the Trojans will have it. Adwell and Crabtree return to the Trojan lineup. For Monroe County, it is Kendall checking back in. Riley will bring it up. Riley against Sheffield. Off left side, Adwell wants to drive. He's cut off by Wilson. Goes down low. Crabtree posted up, spins, fires it across. Gibson, right wing, in and out. Rebound, crashing aboard. Lee Hubbard, pump fake, goes back up strong, and he puts it in.
Good hustle to the loose ball. Kind of found it laying there underneath the basket. Grabbed it, converted.
15 for Lee now. It is 30-13, Barren County. Harlan sends it down to the corner to Whitlow. He's guarded by Adwell. Gets a screen and slapped out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. And I believe we've got a timeout here. Justin Stinson wants a 30-second timeout. With 5:22 to go here in the first half, Barren County leading by a score of 30-13. Lots of other games going on around the region tonight. Second quarter tonight brought to you by Greener Grass Lawn Care, offering full-service lawn care and stump removal, making God's green earth a little greener. 651-8055. Of course, Allen County, Scottsville, and Glasgow in a doubleheader tonight. Bowling Green and Greenwood, Warren East and Warren Central.
Okay.
Some of the big doubleheaders tonight in the region. And the area schedule brought to you by Glasgow Prescription Center and Town and Country Drugs.
Interesting night. I know Coach Gardner went to watch the Glasgow Allen County game, made the trip down. So a little scouting going on while we're able to play with the 6 o'clock start over at Glasgow.
Wilson's got it out front for Monroe County. Left side it goes to Kendall. Kendall looking, gives to Whitlow in the circle against Adwell. Left of the lane, dishes off in the corner. Kendall trying to drive baseline, cut off by Crabtree. And now Kendall bounces now to Wilson. He'll fire it up in the lane. It is no good. Rebound knocked loose, and Adwell picks it up for Barren County. Off to Matt Riley. Riley off to Lee Hubbard. Lee breaking down the lane, puts it up to the left hand. It won't go in. Ball tips out. Whitlow's got it for Monroe. Whitlow, bounce pass broken up in there by Riley, and they call him for walking.
Good hustle just to get back and stop the 2-on-1 right there. If Matt hadn't got back and converted, that would have been an easy layup for the Falcons.
Falcons will put it in play. Left wing, Kendall out to Wilson. Now Harlan wants to penetrate right of the lane. Dumps it in there to Sheffield. Back over to Harlan. Had it slapped loose. Gibson tried to cover the loose ball, and Wooten gets bumped in the backcourt. We would have had an easy 2. Wooten got knocked to the floor. Harlan picks up his first. That's 4 on Monroe County in the first half. We're down to 4:26 to go. Second period, 30-13. The Trojans lead it.
Monroe County still yet to score here in the second quarter.
7-0 run by the Trojans. A 3 by Gibson and 2 baskets from Lee Hubbard. Wooten bounces off to Lee on the right wing. He's going to fire it up for 3. Got it.
3, Hubbard.
Kind of the less of 2 evils right there. You let him have the 3 or you let him drive. Right there, Monroe County let him have the 3 and he hit it.
33-13. Barren County. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second quarter. Harlan dishes it off to Sheffield. Down in the corner goes to Wilson. Wilson has the ball deflected, stolen by Lee Hubbard. Lee taking it all the way to the rack, lays it up and in and draws a foul. Lee Hubbard with 9 points already here in this quarter. Makes it a 35-13 lead for the Trojans.
Monroe County was able to hang around a little bit, make a little run at us in the first quarter after we got ahead. Right now we're putting a little run together of our own and kind of stretching it out here as we head towards halftime. Just exactly what we want to do.
Lee Hubbard, too strong. Tapped up, no good. And rebound in there by Monroe County. On the other end, up and under move. Blocked by Lee Hubbard. Long pass down to Crabtree. Crabtree all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in.
That was a great little sequence right there. Lee just kind of pretty much stuffed the kid, threw it up to Blake. Blake run under it and made the layup.
And a reach in on Gibson. He tried to come up with a steal. That'll be his first, team's 5th. 37-13.
All right, we're very active on the defensive end. That's what you want to see. You get your points from playing good defense and stopping them from scoring. Our hands are very active, getting a lot of deflections, a lot of slapaways.
And Monroe County with the basketball, driving in, runner good for Harlan. 37-15. Wooten driving, right side, cuts back left. Wooten bounces off to Crabtree, and ball kicked by Wilson out near midcourt. It'll stay with the Trojans. Lee Hubbard and Matt Riley return to the lineup. Ben Hubbard was in there just a moment. He'll come out. Zach Gibson will go to the bench. Gibson knocking down 2 3-pointers in the first half. Trojans will have it, left side of their bucket. Wooten looking into Lee Hubbard, back to Wooten in the corner. Now Wooten dumps it back and it's broken up, kicked in underneath, and it'll be Crabtree losing it out of bounds. Try to come up with a basketball, so Falcons will have it. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Harlan with it. Dumps it inside. Turnaround shot by Sheffield is off the mark. Lee Hubbard up between 2 Falcons to grab the rebound. Off to Wooten. And now Wooten into the front court. Wooten backing track into Sheffield. Out it comes to Crabtree. Hands it back to Wooten. And he double dribbled.
This time, boys, Little League team.
He did. He did dribble. And Adam Ryder looked at him and pointed to his head. A little mental mistake there.
Boys, Little League team.
Kind of a gap in between the 2 times he dribbled, and he almost forgot he dribbled.
Driving, Harlan. Ooh, shot rejected by Hubbard. Here comes Crabtree down the right of the lane, trying to go up, and they're going to call a offensive foul on Blake Crabtree.
Number 10, Crabtree.
Trying to gain a little advantage, disadvantage right there, and they thought the disadvantage went to the defender, called Blake for the foul.
2:22 left, first half. Down the baseline, dribbling it back out is Wilson. He drives to the left of the lane. Sends it across now to Kendall, out to Harlan, driving, and puts it up and in. Oh, Hubbard almost blocked it.
He's hit about 3 of those little runners.
He got up high for that one. On the other end, Ben Hubbard has a shot partially blocked. And Monroe County coming up with the basketball. Here's Harlan. Crossover dribble down the left of the lane. Shot! Spiked by Hubbard. Say back in bounds, but the Trojans have it. Crabtree.
Good decision right here. Kind of pull it out, calm things down. We've had a couple of running sequences right here without any good results, so kind of slow it down and get the flow.
Lee Hubbard very active on the defensive end and on the offensive end. Here's Lee. Spins, goes up, off the glass and in.
He's so fun to watch, Jay, offensively and defensively.
39-17. 1:22 left in the half. Wilson down to the right corner. Dribbles to the right elbow. Now here's Kendall with it. Drives and shot put up and in. Nobody could cut him off. Kendall, his 5th point. 39-19. Trojans up by 20 with about a minute to play here in the first half. Wooten. Bounce pass off to Lee Hubbard on the right elbow. Fires it back to Wooten. He'll drive, put it up, no good. Rebound by Hubbard, back up, and he's fouled. Ben will go to the free throw line this time and shoot 2 for the Trojans.
Ben was on the left side, and Lee was on the right side waiting for the offensive rebound. Happened to go to Ben, and Ben, strong move to the basket.
It's a 6-team foul in Monroe County here in the half. Ben Hubbard at the line. Free throw, good. Gets his first point tonight. Now by Roca and Keaton Rich checking in for the Falcons. 40-19, Barren County. 52 seconds to play here in the first half from Tompkinsville. Ben Hubbard fires it up and in. 41-19. 50 seconds left in the half. Rich spins away from Riley, takes it down the middle of the lane, stops, dishes off. Wilson, jumper, no good. Rebound put back up and no good by Roca. And on the rebound this time, Gibson claims it. He's fouled.
He's going to go to the line and shoot 1 in the bonus.
Foul is going to be charged to Kendall. I believe that's 2 on him. 7 on Monroe County here in the first half. Zach Gibson goes to the free throw line for 1 in the bonus.
Gibson shooting 1 in the bonus.
First from Monroe County, they did not take a 3-pointer. They were 9 of 24 for 37.5%, 12 turnovers, 7 defensive rebounds, 4 offensive, 11 total rebounds. For the Trojans, we were 17 of 31 for 54.8%. 14 of 21 inside the arc for 66.7%, 3 of 10 from 3-pointers for 30%, 6 of 7 from the free throw line for 85.7%, only 7 turnovers, 14 rebounds, but 6 offensive rebounds.
All right. So there's a big difference in the ball game as far as our shooting goes. 17 of 31 from the field tonight in the first half. Trojans 43, Monroe County 19. We'll take a 2-minute break here on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here in Tompkinsville, the Trojans 43, Monroe County 19. Trojanettes lost earlier tonight, 46-39 to the Lady Falcons. Lady Falcons hang on to the #1 spot in the district at 4-0. And Barren County and Allen County Scottsville right now tied for 2nd place. So if the tournament was to be held tomorrow, Trojanettes would have to play Allen County Scottsville and the Lady Falcons against the Lady Scotties. But like John Butler said, there's not a whole lot of difference between the 4, even though Monroe County, 15-1, you've got a pretty good basketball team.
You do. If you can play the schedule they've played and still have the record they've had, they're a pretty quality basketball team. So right now, I'd really rather play Allen County or Glasgow. If I had a choice between the 2, I'd say Glasgow. But if you put Barren and Glasgow together, you never know. So it really makes no difference. You're going to have to win against a quality team either way. So we'll see how we're playing down the stretch, and we'll see how the other teams are playing to kind of see how it all falls into place.
Well, don't forget tomorrow night, Trojans in action at home against Muhlenberg Souths. For those of you that didn't make it out tonight, make sure you make it out tomorrow night for the home game. Muhlenberg South out of region number 3. And District 10 will be coming in tomorrow night. JV game starts at 5:30, and we'll have the broadcast, the varsity game, somewhere around 6:30, 6:45 or so here on the network. And then a week from tonight, Allen County Scottsville pays a visit. Trojans and Trojanettes in a big district doubleheader. Make sure you wear your gold to the game next Friday night and register for your name to be drawn to participate in a free throw shoot-off during halftime of the second game, and you could win some prizes. Second annual Gold Rush, that's what we call it. Barren County High, show your school spirit next Friday night. And also you can pick up a piece of history while you're there. I think you can on Tuesday, too, against Warren Central when they come into town for the doubleheader on Tuesday night. Of course, next Friday night as well, a big chili supper starting at 4:45. That'll go on until 7 o'clock during the ball game, first game, as the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes baseball, softball teams hosting that. $5 all you can eat, so make sure you attend that before you head over to the gymnasium for the ball game on next Friday night. So lots of basketball, and then next Saturday night, Trojanettes travel over to Somerset, over to southwestern Pulaski County. So lots of basketball next week.
Sure is.
A lot of basketball this week.
No, it's non-stop these next few weeks, that's for sure. But next Friday night should be a unique atmosphere. It kind of gives you the feel of a big-time college atmosphere. We kind of have a bigger arena than some people do. So you get it filled with gold, you can have the effect of, I know Kentucky does a blue and white kind of thing. People wear blue and white. Some of the bigger schools, Illinois does orange, so that everybody in the stands, all you see is orange when you're trying to play basketball around you. So it kind of gives it a different feel, and that would be a great atmosphere as Allen County comes to town.
Lid ratings this week had the Trojans number 2, 2 points behind Franklin Simpson. Greenwood at number 3, Warren East 4. Bowling Green 5, Warren Central 6, and Metcalfe County number 7. Allen County Scottsville came in at number 8, Glasgow at number 9. So you look from number 4 down to number 9. Only 10 points separate all those teams. And if you look from number 1 to number 5, only 8 points separate Franklin Simpson from Bowling Green. Metcalfe County dropped to 7. Of course, they lost to Warren East. And then a close loss to Franklin Simpson the other night. But, you know, you got to put Metcalfe up there in that top 5 somewhere. I'm thinking that, you know, one of those teams, you got Franklin out of the 13th, Barren out of the 15th, Greenwood out of the 14th, East out of the 14th, Bowling Green out of the 14th. All 4 schools, or actually 3 of the 4 schools, actually if you put Warren Central in there, 3 through 6 are all 14th district teams.
It's really anybody's race, and I know Metcalfe's playing without Trey Shirley right now, uncertain when they're going to get him back. He's in the top 20 in scoring as well in the state, so that's a big loss for Metcalfe County. But those seniors have really stepped up and played Franklin tough the other night. We know how good Franklin is from going down there and playing them the other night. So Metcalfe's still a quality basketball team, even without a guy who scores about 20 points a night for them. And Warren Central, Bowling Green, and Warren East Greenwood, there's 3 through 6 right there, all from the 14th district. 2 of those teams aren't going to be playing in the 4th region tournament, and that's just a fact of life in this region. So it could go anybody's way, really, and it's kind of exciting. You even have Russellville down in 11. Russellville's playing some quality basketball right now out of the 13th region. Anybody truly is. We have parity, and they keep saying parity in college basketball. Anybody can beat anybody. Well, we have parity here in high school basketball in the 4th region as well.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see who actually comes out of the districts and head to the regional tournament this year.
It always is, and for some reason, when we're in the mix, it's always a little more interesting, that's for sure.
And let's hope that we get there.
I tell you what, trip to Rupp Arena is like nothing else. I got to experience that my freshman year. The only time we've won the regional tournament, even a couple times with the girls, but you could not beat going to Rupp Arena. We were talking the other day, you know, how fun would it be to actually be on the bus going to Rupp Arena? What kind of atmosphere would that be? The one time we went up there, it was amazing. Basically, Glasgow and Barren County shut down. We could feel our side of the arena and half of the other at Rupp Arena. Pretty amazing. You go up there and you get there, anything can happen. So it's exciting to have a team in position within the top 3 or 4 in the region that's a quality region and have that opportunity to represent them.
Let's hope we make it.
Oh, it would be
something. Sure would. And we've got a shot. We have a shot. There's no overwhelming favorite this year, and wide open between 6 or 7 teams that could take the 4th region title. Of course, tomorrow night, Muhlenberg South, the number 8 team in Region 3. Trojans will be about an 18-point favorite in that game tomorrow night. Tonight against the Falcons, we're favored by 26. Right now, it's at 24. So we'll take our final 2-minute break, come back with the second half after this on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Third quarter tonight brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Trojans basketball to start the second half. Nobody in foul trouble for either team.
Wasn't a whole lot of fouls called there in the first half. Pretty quick first half.
Yeah. Trojans with it. Cody Wooten handling the point. Really being pressured out there by Harlan. Crabtree outside left. Gives it back out to Cody. Lost the handle but got it back. And Crabtree was open to the lane. Now and dump it off, and it's taken away. Harlan slapped away, poked, and then got back from Trevor Adwell. Dish off Sheffield, a wide open jumper, good on the left side of the lane. That's his first 2, and it's 43-21. Wooten handling the basketball, trying to penetrate, and gives it out to Riley. Riley back to Wooten, left wing, down low. Lee Hubbard posted up against Wilson, spins, goes up, and a foul. 2 shots for Lee Hubbard. He had 21 in the first half. They said that 3-pointer in the first quarter was a 2, so that corrected his point total for the first half of 21 points.
Still pretty good showing there. He's actually beating Monroe County by 1 point right now. He has 22, and they have 21.
Yep, 44-21. Early in the second half. Here from Tompkinsville, and the free throw good by Lee Hubbard. Gives him 23, 45-21. Trojans. Harlan's got the basketball for Monroe County. Wilson sets a screen. They knock it away from him. Lee Hubbard all the way for the layup. Got it from Riley.
Good job double teaming there. The ball handler by Riley and Hubbard converting it into points.
47-21 Trojans. And Wilson's got it left side of the floor. Batted up in the air by Hubbard. Adwell falls down but gets it off to Lee Hubbard. He'll go for the basket and lay it in.
That was just an athletic play there by Adwell to even get the ball up to Lee to be able to convert it into a layup.
49-21. Inside is Whitlow. Kicks it out. Now Harlan got in some traffic. Ball rolls, and underneath there's a shot blocked in there. Ooh, late whistle. And looked clean from here.
We had it going the other way, and the official blew his whistle to give the Monroe County player, Kendall, 2 shots.
2 fouls on Cody Wooten. First one on the Trojans in the second half. 49-21. Barren County. And at the line for the Falcons is Tanner Kendall, who had 5 first-half points. 6-foot freshman. Got it to go in. Had a lot of rim on it, but it went down.
Monroe County's really got a pretty nice freshman class. I saw them last year as 8th graders, and they are playing about 3 or 4 8th graders on this varsity squad.
Second one good by Kendall, 49-23. Wooten with the basketball. Working. Bounce pass, high post, Adwell. 1 dribble off to Wooten. Fakes a 3. Drives in. Baseline shot. Good. Cody Wooten with his first 2 of the night. It's 51-23. Long pass underneath the Whitlow, and he lays it in. Threw that over the top of everybody.
Yeah, he just kind of snuck back there and then threw it over top.
51-25. Cody Wooten driving right of the lane. Looking to dish off. Riley down low. Hubbard turns, spins, goes up off the glass and in over Wilson.
He makes it look so easy, just smooth. And it's not really an easy shot. Every time he puts it up, it's always contested.
29 now for Lee Hubbard. 53-25. Barren County. Harlan, Wilson in the corner. Whitlow fires away for 3. It rims off. Lee Hubbard with a rebound. Now pulls up, waits for Cody, sends it across to Adwell. Out to Cody Wooten. Now Wooten getting some pressure from Harlan. Bounce pass in there, left elbow. Off the screen, Riley 3. Rim's no good. And Hubbard tried to go for the rebound where it's knocked out of bounds from behind. And now Rich will return to the Monroe County lineup, replacing, let's see, is Sheffield going out? Nope, it's going to be Harlan. Wooten will trigger it in. Into Lee Hubbard. Muscles it up and can't get it to drop. Loose ball and taken out of there as Tanner Kendall. Kendall driving, goes up and under and let that ball go down through. Kind of scooped that one up from his hip. 53-27. Cody Wooten with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, sends it off to Riley. Riley back over to Wooten. He's going to pull up. 15-foot jumper. No good. Adwell try to get the offensive board. Knocked out of his hands, out of bounds.
We're really doing a nice job on the offensive glass. We're kind of just standing there right under the basket, uncontested. Monroe County's not even trying to go get the board.
Crabtree penetrating in the lane. Going to have to get out of there. Dishes it back out to Riley. Feeds it off to Wooten. Back over to Riley. Open three. No good. Clangs off the rim. Rebound Adwell. Back out Wooten. Fakes the three. Dribbles to the right side. Now goes down low and is broken up and stolen by Wilson. Wilson. Bounce pass off to Rich. Feeds it across the lane. Here's a shot put up and in by Sheffield.
Monroe really had a 4-on-2 break right there. Nobody from Barren County was back, and they were able to turn that into points.
53-29. Wooten off to Crabtree on the right wing. Crabtree covered up there by Kendall. They come out and put pressure on him. Wooten fires it out to Riley. Riley wants to drive the bucket, throws it up with the left hand, and it banks in.
Nice little floater by Riley.
It's only his second field goal tonight. 55-29, Trojans. Sheffield in the corner to Whitlow, right side. Hooks it back out, and they whip it around to Rich. Rich looking for help. Deflected by Crabtree. Almost picked off that pass. He was going to Whitlow. Zach Gibson, Ben Hubbard will check into the Trojan lineup. Roca in from Monroe County.
You mentioned Matt only has 2 field goals tonight, but he's played a stellar game on the defensive end. And not taking anything away from Matt, but he's not the quickest kid on the floor, but he sure as heck works harder than anybody out there, and that makes up for anything he might lack in speed.
Rich with it out front. Lee Hubbard tried to pick off that pass. Here's Wilson down underneath to Whitlow. Missed the shot. Battle for the rebound. Tipped out. Lee Hubbard's got it. Scoops it off to Crabtree. Crabtree underneath. Lays it in. 10 points for Blake. And it's 57-29. Wilson with it on the right wing. Wilson circles it out. Gives it off to Whitlow. Whitlow penetrates, jump stop, floater, no good. Batted up in the air, pulled down. Gibson's got it. Hands it off to Lee Hubbard. Lee brings it down the floor. Lee, crossover dribble, heads to the basket, lays it in.
It's almost unfair, Jay, when you get him isolated one-on-one, and Monroe County didn't even turn around and look.
Jumper on the other end, good for Roca. 59-31, 2:35 to play, still here in the third. Crabtree open for the three. Now he'll head to the basket, shovels it off to Ben Hubbard. He walked. Couldn't get control of the ball.
Getting a little complacent, not getting back on defense. Coach Riley's not too pleased at the easy shots that Monroe County's getting on the offensive end.
2:29 to play. Third quarter. 59-31. Cody Adwell, number 45 in the ball game. There's a bad pass, and it comes to Cody Adwell all the way to the bucket. Missed it, and follow-up is no good by Ben Hubbard. Rebound in there by Caleb Sheffield, a 5'11 freshman that's checked in. Rich trying to go for the floater, and an offensive foul as he charged in to Cody Adwell.
Cody's been in for 2 possessions. He's got a deflection and a run out, and then he comes in on the defensive end and takes a charge. So the sophomore is making the best of his minutes right now.
Stands 5'11", 180. And here's Riley trying to feed it down to Cody Adwell, and now Gibson's in a trap, and they tie him up in front of the Barren County bench. And so it's going to be Monroe County's basketball. 1:54 left in the third. And across it goes. Roca for 3, in and out. Follow-up good by Wilson.
Another case just standing and watching. We had 3 Monroe players go up for the rebound and 3 Barren players standing.
Gibson up the baseline, cut off, bounce pass in there. It's kicked, intended for Cody Adwell. And the Trojans will keep it with 1:37 remaining here in the third. And Ben Hubbard didn't know for sure who was going to put the ball in. He had to race over there pretty quick. Here's a lob down to Ben Hubbard, or rather to Lee, and he's fouled by Wilson, and that's going to be number 1 on Wilson. Second one on Monroe County here in the second half.
Wilson is second. He's third.
Apparently that's 2 on Wilson now and 3 on Monroe County. Ben Hubbard inbounds. Ben looking, sends it out to Riley, down low. Lee spins, goes up strong, and he puts it in. 33 now for Lee Hubbard. Bad pass. Adwell had it, lost it. Roca's got it. Left corner. Out to Wilson. Straight away, 3. No good. And somebody pushed off for the rebound. And I believe Riley pushed off. That's going to be his second. Team second of the half. Now Josh Gerals will check in for Coach Justin Stinson. Cody Wooten and Chase Reed. Reed seeing his first action tonight, 5'8" senior. Riley and Lee Hubbard will go out with 1:17 left in the third. And the Trojans up 61-33. Falcons ball. Roca feeds it out to number 20, Josh Etheridge, a 5'8" sophomore. Driving to the basket. It's no good. Ball kicks back out. Rich off to Caleb Sheffield. He throws it away right back over the timeline. Over and back, and it'll be Barren County's ball with 1:01 left in the third.
Good chance here to rest our starters probably in the fourth quarter. See a little action for some of the juniors, sophomores that don't normally get a lot of minutes on the floor.
Cody Wooten, left side to Reed. Reed dribbles, fires it across to Gibson. Gibson penetrating and draws a foul. He'll have 2 shots. This foul will be on Etheridge. His first, team's 4th. 2 shots for Zach Gibson. He got 8 points in the first half, 2 threes and 2 free throws, and this shot is good. Gives him 9.
He did a nice job coming in early, knocking down a couple threes that helped to start pulling away there in the second quarter.
And he hits them both. 10 points for Gibson, 63-33. Barren County up by 30. 45 seconds to go in the third. Rich with the basketball, working against Reed out front. Gonna have to get rid of it. And Roca lost it in the corner to Caleb Sheffield. Sheffield back out to Etheridge in the corner. Here's a long, deep 3. It stays in there for Roca. His 7th point, 63-36 Trojans. Cody Wooten looking for help and gives it back out deep to Ben Hubbard. Back over to Cody with 13 seconds to play. Cody Wooten working against Roca. Sends it across. Ben Hubbard, he wants to drive the bucket. Puts it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound, Caleb Sheffield off to Roca. Mid-court shot is rimming off. That's the end of the third with a score. Monroe County 60, or rather Barren County 63. Monroe County 36. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes of this one in 1 minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Well, back here for the fourth quarter, brought to you by H&H Small Engine, offering true zero-turn commercial mowers. Barren County will have the basketball to start the fourth. And Ben Hubbard will put it in play to Cody Wooten. Barren County outscored Monroe County 20-17 in the third period. Gibson down low. Cody Adwell draws a foul as he went up. Kind of a twisting shot there against the 6'5" Gerals.
He kind of flipped it over his shoulder right there and almost got it to fall, but we'll get an opportunity here to earn some points.
That one too strong off the back of the iron. He'll have another one. It's up and good this time. Now Michael Toms will check in, 5'5" junior for Cody Wooten. 64-36. Coach Steve Riley will play all reserves here in the fourth quarter. As Monroe County has it, Etheridge out top against Toms. Caleb Sheffield. Ooh, that's a charge. Cody Adwell taking the charge.
Give two there to Cody. That's what you like to see as a varsity head coach with JV players coming in there, doing the little things to get the job done.
That'll be the first foul on Caleb Sheffield and 6 on the Falcons here in the second half. And the Falcons will apply full court pressure here as Ben Hubbard will inbounds the ball. Comes into Gibson. Cross-court pass over to Adwell up court. Here's Chase Reed. He's going to drive to the bucket. He'll put it up high off the glass, too hard. And rebounded there by Gerald's from Monroe County. Off to Harlan. Harlan working against Reed. Out to Kendall. Feeds it into Caleb Sheffield. Turnaround shot good. Caleb Sheffield, a 5'11 freshman. Toms falls down. We got rid of the ball to Ben Hubbard. Getting pressure in the backcourt. Pass is deflected. And here's a shot in the lane. Good for Harlan. Well, Steve Riley is frustrated with the reserves, and so he's going to bring the starting 5 back in. 30-second timeout called by the Trojans. You're listening to 106.7 Star FM, WHHT, Glasgow Cave City, Horse Cave, and Glasgow's ESPN Radio, 1230 AM, WCDS. And for those that listen inside the gymnasium on their Walkman radios, whether at home or away, and especially the away games, 91.1 FM. 24-point lead for Barren County. Biggest lead was 30 at 63-33.
Never something you want to do is to reinsert your starters after you kind of applauded them off the floor and gave them their farewell for the game, sort of to say. But district wins are precious.
Yep.
So we want to make sure we solidify this one.
Ball comes into Adwell falling backwards, and he got rid of the ball to Riley. Riley getting pressure. Down the left side is Wooten. Now Wooten fires it across to Adwell. He wanted to shoot the 3. Dribbles it into the circle and now gives it out to Crabtree. Crabtree driving. Shot. Trickles off the rim. The loose ball comes off to Kendall. He's trapped at midcourt and gets rid of the ball underneath. Oh, the Trojans came up the other way. Left Monroe County wide open. Josh Geralds gets an easy 2. 64-42. Lead cut to 22. Wooten off to Adwell. He'll drive to the basket and lay it in. Trevor Adwell with his second field goal tonight. 66-42 Trojans. Harlan trying to penetrate. Shot. Going to have a foul here on Riley. His third. Team's third of the second half. Going to be 2 shots for Justin Harlan.
Still a long way to go. 6:09 left.
Free throw, no good. He'll have another try. Wilson returning to the Falcon lineup. Back of the line, Harlan fires and hits. His 9th point. Crabtree gives to Lee Hubbard in the middle. Oh, it's knocked down, stolen from behind. Here's Sheffield with a jumper, no good. Rebound inside, loose, and taken in there by Cody Wooten. Needs some help. He's trapped underneath Monroe County's bucket. Crabtree with it now. Across it goes to Lee Hubbard. Lee looking, feeds it into Crabtree, spins, goes up with a shot, no good, but draws a foul. Blake Crabtree will make his first appearance at the free throw line.
This little man-to-man pressure Monroe County's applying is causing the Trojans a little problem. You kind of makes you wonder why Coach Stinson didn't apply that a little earlier and see what it could have got him.
Crabtree, that one spins and goes down.
It's usually something the Trojans don't have a problem with. I know we saw it against a very good Madisonville team, the pressure, and some other teams we haven't had a big problem with it. And here against Monroe County, we've turned it over a couple times, but they haven't been able to convert and shrink this lead here.
Yeah. Well, there's some discussion over here at the scorers table. So
I think they were just making sure the score was correct.
Is that right? It's supposed to be 67. Free throw good by Crabtree, so he knocks both down. 5:47 to play here in the ball game. Barren County up by 24. I know Cody Adwell hit a free throw, but it might have been late in the third. And there's a pass out of bounds. Barren County will get it with 5:38 to go. 67-43. And there's the press applied and a run out of the other end and chased down. Crabtree layup is good. 69-43. 5:30 still to play. Got a whistle inside the lane, and Crabtree bent over. I don't know, he may have got hit in the midsection. Foul was on Trevor Adwell, his second, team's fourth. Falcons ball. Harlan with it. Ooh, he almost came back over the line. Bad pass. Lee Hubbard's got it. Lee drives, almost stumbled, almost got tripped, and Hubbard gets his 35th point of the night. 71-43 on the other end. Here's a dump off underneath. Wide open shot good for Sheffield. It's Caleb Sheffield. 71-45. Still 5 minutes to play in the game. Crabtree in a trap. Needs help. Going to have to do something with it. And fires it off to Wooten. Long pass down to Adwell. Layup. Missed the shot. Rebound in there by Kendall, and he throws it away, but caught by Wilson here near midcourt on the near side. Long three out of the corner, knocked down by Harlan. And Monroe County will take a 30-second timeout with 4:41 remaining here in the ball game, and the Trojans up 71-48. Well, Trojans will be in action tomorrow night. Got Muhlenberg South coming in out of Region 3, District 10. Team that's ranked 8th in their region, of course, playing the same district as Muhlenberg North, who is favored to actually win the region this year up in Region 3, and I think they played them pretty tough during the regular season game.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we went up there a few years ago and played in their Christmas tournament.
Right, at Muhlenberg South.
Pretty formidable opponent then. I don't know much about them now. I know it'll definitely be a good game. If they played North close, yeah. North's a very, very good team out of the third.
Well, they didn't play tonight, so they've been off since Monday or Tuesday. Will come in with an 8-9 record tomorrow night. Riley penetrating, trying to go up, and he hits the deck pretty hard. We'll have a foul here on Monroe County. And this foul will be charged to 24, which Wilson, that's 3. 8 on the Falcons. Riley can't get the free throw to drop. His first trip to the free throw line. Now Michael Toms checking back into the lineup for Coach Steve Riley. Wooten will sit down. Tyler Stewart's in there too as well for the Trojans, and Riley connects on the free throw. Zach Gibson will come in for Trevor Adwell. So it's Toms, Riley, Crabtree, Stewart, and Gibson on the floor. Ben Hubbard will check back in as well, and he'll replace Blake Crabtree.
To be completely honest, we haven't played the best basketball here in the fourth quarter.
No, we haven't.
And we're still able to maintain a 24-point lead here.
4:20 to play. And Rich has it for Monroe County. Little weave going on. Wilson off to Kendall. Feeds it off to Rich. Rich on the right side against Toms. Fires it across to Wilson. He wants to drive. Off in the corner. Bigger of the basketball to Cody Sheffield. There was 3 Sheffields in there one time. And here's Rich with it. Feeds it into Wilson. Wilson goes up against Stewart. Had a shot partially blocked. Loose ball to the outside. And Monroe County will get it back. With 3:49 remaining. And now Austin Burge, a 5'7" sophomore, will check in from Ed Riley. .348 left. 24-point lead for the Trojans. As Sheffield drives in a lot of traffic, puts it up no good, follows his own shot and puts it in. 6 points for the freshman. 72-50. That's what the Trojans beat Monroe County over at Barren County back in early December. 3:28 to play. Burge has it to the left side, trying to throw it over the top of Rich. It's batted out and knocked back in bounds. Here comes Wilson. He got tripped up by Gibson. His second, that'll be the team's 5th.
Talking about Monroe County's freshmen, they beat our freshmen last night pretty handily, and then our JV turned around and did the same to their JV. So they're going to have a pretty good squad here in a couple years if these freshmen continue to grow and mature.
Monroe County with the basketball. Wilson has it off to Sheffield. Sheffield pulls up and hits it again. 8 points for Caleb Sheffield. 20-point lead now for the Trojans. Biggest lead has been 30 when it was 63-33. Toms dribbling into the lane, giving it off to Gibson behind the arc 3. Yes. 13 for Zach Gibson. 3 3-pointers tonight. 75-52 Trojans. Pass going to be tipped and actually off of Kendall's hands and out of bounds. Now a couple of more substitutions in for both teams as Josh Etheridge checks in, and 31. I don't believe I have a name for him for Monroe County. Burge has it off the screen, dribbles, now picks it up, bounces it out to Toms. Toms covered up by Etheridge, back to Burge in the right corner. Burge looking down low for Adwell, can't get it to him. Now Cody Adwell the feed, he puts it up and in and draws a foul. Cody Adwell picks up his 3rd point. Foul charge to Rich. And that'll be 9 on Monroe County here in the second half.
Well, he's played a nice little ball game, the limited amount of time he's been in. A couple charges, couple deflections, and that is his 4th point.
78-52 Trojans, 2:20 left to go in the ball game. And this is Rich firing it over to the left side. Inside, Caleb Sheffield slapped out of his hands. Over to Rich, batted up in the air. Burge pulls it down. Burge comes up with a defensive play. Burge behind the back dribble to the left side. Fires it out to Toms. Had an open 3, didn't take it. Out it comes to Josh Cruz, who's in the ball game now for the Trojans. 5'9" junior. Burge with it. Left side against Rich. Burge looks for help. Bounces down in the corner to Cruz. Cruz looking. Back out to Toms. A minute 40 to play. Burge with it now. Right side. Stewart down low. Cody Adwell spins. Goes up strong. Had the shot blocked out of bounds. Chase Reed will check back in. Tyler Bailey, number 40, a 6'2" junior, in the ball game. Burge to put it in play. Into Bailey. Missed the shot. Little easy shot there. Wouldn't go for him. Falcons coming the other way. Caleb Sheffield in the corner. Looks, and that ball going to be out of bounds in front of the Falcon bench, and Trojans will have it with 1:20 to go. Austin Burge will bring it up for Barren County with a minute 15. Burge gets a screen, dribbles left, sends it in there to Cody Adwell. He goes up, and offensive foul on Cody Adwell. Player control foul. Falcons will have it with a minute 9 to go. Falcons have played a lot better in the second half than they did the first half. They swing it out to Etheridge, top of the circle. Cody Sheffield. He's going to fire up a 3, way off the mark. Cody Adwell flips it out to Burge. Burge driving, goes up, missed the shot badly, and taken in there by Cody Sheffield, a 5'11" freshman for the Falcons. Here is Rich, right of the lane. He'll go up with a shot, and it goes in for him. 78-54, 30 seconds to play. Burge. Cruz with it left side. Cruz driving, shovels it off underneath to Cody Adwell. He'll put it up and in. 6 points for Cody Adwell, 80-54, 15 seconds remaining. Rich with the basketball for Monroe County. Left side to Sheffield. Spins. Goes up with a jumper. No good. Rebound by Chase Reed. Off to Austin Burge. Diagonal pass down to Cody Adwell. Kicks it out. Cruz with a three at the horn. It's an air ball. That's the ball game, and Barren County wins it big tonight. 80-54 in Tompkinsville over the Monroe County Falcons. And we'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Barren County Sports. And back here at Monroe County as the Trojans win tonight 80-54 over the Falcons. And when we come back, we'll have the post-game report after this 1-minute break on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Well, Barren County led 23-13 at the end of the first quarter, 43-19 at halftime, and they only outscored the Falcons 37-35 in the second half, but still win it by 26. 80-54. Monroe County drops to 5-13 overall. They drop to 0-4 in district play. Barren County goes to 14-4, 3-1 in district play. So that sets up the district race now, Robert, as Barren County only one loss to Allen County Scottsville. And Allen County Scottsville now splitting with Glasgow during the regular season. Had beaten Barren County early in the season. And then Allen County Scottsville and Glasgow split. So Trojans still have Allen County Scottsville next Friday. And Glasgow on the road 2 weeks from tonight.
So if we're able to win the next 2 Fridays,
we win straight out.
Yeah, we'll have
the number 1 seed.
And we'll probably play Monroe County, which I think that's safe to say is the team that you want to play on the boys' side.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at individual scoring here in the ball game. First for Monroe County, 24 field goals tonight. They had 2 3-pointers. Falcons were 4 of 7 from the free throw line this evening. They had several players to score. Justin Harlan had 12 points to lead Coach Justin Stinson's team. Tanner Kendall had 9. Caleb Sheffield with 8. 7 for Albin Roca. 6 points for Neil Wilson. 4 for DJ Whitlow. Matt Sheffield with 4. And 2 points each for Josh Geralds and Keaton Rich. Barren County had 31 field goals. 5 of those were 3-point shots. And the Trojans were 15 of 18 from the free throw line this evening. Lee Hubbard, 35 tonight. And he had 21 in the first half. 14 for Blake Crabtree. And then 13 for Zach Gibson. 6 points for Cody Adwell. 5 for Matt Riley. 4 for Trevor Adwell. 2 for Cody Wooten. And 2 points for Ben Hubbard. So that's the scoring tonight for Barren County. We'll take a 1-minute break. Come back with more of the postgame after this on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. In Tompkinsville, Monroe County, the Trojans win tonight 80-54 over the Monroe County Falcons. And still waiting for Coach Steve Riley to make his way out. Don't forget tomorrow night, it is the Trojans at home against Muhlenberg South, the Suns coming in. Muhlenberg South are the Suns. Muhlenberg North are the Stars. A lot of consolidating that went on in Muhlenberg County. Several schools there. So we'll have the Suns coming in tomorrow night for a JV varsity doubleheader. And JV game starts at 5:30. We'll be on hand with the varsity game tomorrow night. So Glenn Bird will join me for the broadcast tomorrow night from Barren County. Steve Riley starting to make his way up. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back here on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. We're back here at Monroe County as the Trojans win tonight 80-54 over the Falcons. Steve Riley joins me now. And Coach, congratulations. Go to 3-1 in the district and played pretty good, especially the first half. Maybe slacked off a little in the latter part of the third, maybe the fourth.
Well, I mean, I guess it's probably hard to maintain your intensity when you get that far ahead. We didn't defend nearly as well the second half, and that happens sometimes. And then we substituted very liberally the second half. Tried to do it early, wanted to do it even a little more.
But jumped out on them early, 23-13, and led by 24 at halftime.
Yeah, we led by 24 at halftime, and we really did a good job defensively on them, and offensively we were pretty sharp the first half. I thought we played with more energy tonight, and we went and took some time off last weekend. I thought we were really tired last Friday, And we took off Friday and Saturday and Sunday and like normal, and then practiced Monday, and then took Tuesday off because we didn't play again on Friday. So we're trying to make sure that we don't leave our legs on the practice floor.
Of course, you held DJ Whitlow to 4 points tonight.
Yeah, we put Blake on him the first game. I don't remember who we guarded the first game, but we decided to put Blake on him this game, and I thought Blake did a really good job on it.
Well, tomorrow night you got another team coming in at home, Muhlenberg South. Not too bad of a ball club.
Pretty decent team. They're 8-9, but they've lost a lot of really close games, and they're about 6th or 7th in the 16th. In the third region, and they're pretty solid. They got the leading three-point shooter in the state. He's making over 4.2 threes a game, averaging 21 a game. So, and they're a solid team. We'll need to play well. They lost to Muhlenberg North last week before, and Muhlenberg North's one of the top 20 teams in the state. So we'll need to play well. They didn't play tonight, so they'll be a little fresher probably than we will.
Yeah, Lee Hubbard, 35 points tonight. Another great night for him.
He was really sharp tonight. He looked sharp in practice week. I think it was really big to get him off his legs a little bit. I think, he told me last Thursday before the Franklin game that his legs felt real rubbery and he felt he really felt worn out. And I said, we'll get through the Franklin game and we'll give you all some days off and try to get you the energy level back up, and I thought he had that tonight.
He's very active. Well, you go to 14-4, 3-1 in the district. Allen County Scottsville beat Glasgow tonight by 6. What does that do for the district now?
Well, it really makes our game next Friday big, because if we don't win that game, we're not going to be the number 1 seed, because Allen will have beaten us twice. So let's get to that game and try to win that game, and then we'll see how it plays out after that. Then after that, we'll have an idea of where it goes. But Allen got a big win tonight at Glasgow. I think they came from behind, from what I understand, and won in overtime. And we'll need to be ready to play next Friday. They'll be ready, prepared to play us. And we got games tomorrow night and Tuesday, so we've got to make sure we really work hard and get ready to play that game.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Okay. Trojans win 80-54 over Monroe County. We'll come back and wrap it up after this 2-minute break on the Barren County Sports Radio Network.
Yo, hey.
Well, back here, Danny's got the final stats for the ball game. Danny?
All right, for Monroe County, they were 21 of 45 inside the arc for 46.6%, 2 of 6 from three-point line for 33%, 4 of 6 on free throw line for 67%, 18 turnovers, 22 rebounds, 7 offensive. Okay, for the Trojans, we were 31 of 58 for 53.4%, 27 of 44 inside the arc for 61.3, 4 of 14 from the three-point line for 28.6. Free throws I had us for 15 of 18 for 83.3%. Won the board battle 27-22. We had 9 offensive and only 15 turnovers.
Okay. 80-54 the final. The Trojans beat the Falcons tonight here in Tompkinsville. Lady Falcons won the earlier match against the Trojanettes 46-39. Tomorrow night, Muhlenberg South comes to Barren County High. We'll have the broadcast for you about 6:30 or so here on the network. Our thanks to Alex Chase, our studio producer tonight. For Robert Bauer and Danny Woosley, I'm Jay Turner. Good night, everybody from Tompkinsville.